I'm still waking up, so let me. I don't know what to do about my wrist. I'm gonna try to put this back on. Already about 5 miles. Need to switch over. Good morning. Hey, Kyle. We're out in the woods. Whew. All right, I'm gonna focus because this is the mountains and I'm already hurting. Oh, look, an ugly caterpillar. Is that a caterpillar or a centipede? That looks more like a centipede to me, homie. Oh, hell no. He's got a shell. That ain't no caterpillar. It's hot. I might need to take this cap off. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take this hat off. It's hot. I've already been half a dozen miles trying to make it up this hill. I packed everything I needed to train this morning. I just ain't work up yet. I need to get my body used to working out when it doesn't want to. There's no guarantee that I'm even going to be able to find an Ironman when I want to do it, you know? What if it's in another country? Then I'll have to change my whole sleep schedule. So I need to get my body used to being able to work out without having a schedule. So I force myself. I got up at 3:30 to start preparing. Sweater's killing me already. It was cold last night, freezing. Now this morning it's hot. Oh, but it's only gonna be like 84. Yeah, right. Not if it's already down 80 at 7 a.m., homie. Car. Every time you hear a honk, I just want you to know that that's some pervert that recognizes me off the internet. Listen to how many honks we get, and that's gonna signal to you how big the problem with perversion in society is. They cannot control themselves. And that's the worst type of predator. The one that doesn't understand no. The one that doesn't understand leave me alone. I'm gonna have to take this sweater off and find some sunglasses before I get hit by a car. Pretty out here. Oh, thank you. So sweet. Being a sweetie and sharing the streetie. Thank you so much. God bless you. All the blessings and success and happiness to you. Whew. I got to come out the sweater. I made it up the hill. But I got like 25 more. So the best thing to do when you don't feel like getting motivated is to get comfortable so that you have a better chance of being motivated. If you're comfortable, If you have sensory overload issues like me, and you start stimming and then you start shutting down and spiraling, you need to get comfortable. Being hot, having your hair in their face. It's too much. I think it's the reason a lot of people with mental health problems don't work out. Who wants to tell them that people with mental health problems, that's the number one thing they need to do? Sad. Please stay up. Please sit right. God, it's like you're climbing out your car seat in the back. God, my hips. I gotta stretch. How many days has that been? A week? It's been about a week. It's been about a week. We're gonna put all this stuff back in the bag. That stuff. I wish I wouldn't have brought it now, but whatever. Roll the baby over. Open one side of the diaper. Try not to get shit on you. Wipe the ass. Put on the new diaper. Strap it around the legs, okay? And that is how you change the diaper. This thing feels like a whole infant on my back. That's why I'm joking like that. Yo, let me tell you something. I was about to sneak off in the woods a while ago, and I got to the tree line, and I saw a cobweb, and I looked. I was like, I'll wait till I. Oh, God. He was huge. He was like that big, and he was like orange and red. No, thank you. No, thank you. Not today, Satan. Not today, Satan. There's that truck again. That's weird. Maybe they were picking somebody up for church. What's today? Saturday. Maybe they were picking somebody up to play golf. I don't know. All right. Look at this. Hold on. I'm gonna get hit by a car trying to get resolution. There we go. They actually, this field to my left, they actually came over here a few years ago and started tearing all this down. So all the deer and rabbits and turtles, and I mean, you just see everything in this road now. You see dead because people hit them because they took the lumber. I'll show you. They cleared this land. Let me get to a clearing and I'll show you. They're going to build houses here, which is crazy because for so long there was no people here because they never built shit here. Hold on. Oh, it's so pretty. I love it when the dew is setting on the tree line. So this used to be wooded. It used to be trees all through here. And they came through here with their bulldozers and their damn backhoes, and they completely cleared it. I wish I could get over there and show you, like, hollers down in there. Perfect for hunting. Perfect for living. Ain't no tornadoes getting down in there. It's beautiful. It might flood. Ain't it pretty? Yeah, they came through here and tore all this stuff down and took all the lumber and sold it like Fern Gully. Every time I see that, I think about Fern Gully. Y'all, I'm ready to get the day going. I brought electrolytes. And water. Got my hair. I should have probably done something with that. It gets worse the more I ride too, because it's like blowing in the wind and shit. I don't care. You can buy new hair, honey. You know what you can't buy? A damn personality. You know what you can't buy? Time. You know what you can't buy? A nice body. You know what you can't buy? Your health. You can buy hair, honey. That's replaceable. That shit'll grow back. Oh. Yeah. I need to get sun though. Been so fucking isolated. I didn't know it was 1.3 miles of a swim. I got that. I don't know why I thought it was like 2.5 to like 6 miles. It's not. It's 1.3, 1.2 miles. I mean, I might take my ass to the Y and just make sure that with all these new muscles that I can float in case if I do like get a cramp in the water, at the very least I can float till someone can rescue me. You don't understand. Tell me I can't, so I can. Tell me I can't, so I can. 1.2 mile swim over a 10-mile run and 50-something miles on a bike, something like that. It's a total of 70-something miles altogether. Is it 56 miles on the bike? 13-mile run? Listen, it don't matter. When you ain't used your muscles in a while, man. Yeah, if you want a glute and a quad and a hamstring workout without having to lift weights, cycling is it. Not hurting yet. I mean, it was like aggravating me. This, what the fuck? This. And then all the animals are out in the road getting hit. Or in the neighbor's garden. Hello, mistress. Good morning, Michael. No. Good morning, Miss GT. I'm talking about the Ironman. This is past Olympic, sweetie. Yeah, this is the, it is Olympic status, but it's called the Ironman. And it's actually over 140 miles on a bicycle, a 50-something mile run, and then like a 13-mile, listen, it doesn't matter. There's a full iron and a half iron. I'm doing the half iron. It's past Olympic shit. It is Olympic shit. pointing that out. I keep covering it and I forget. The numbers don't really matter to me because of the way I'm training. I'll be able to surpass not only the goal, but if needed be, I could surpass the goal because of the way that I'm training. I hate I had to take so many break days. It was like 4 or 5. Not good. I've still got like 20 something. What an ugly ass bitch. Some people wear their dark soul on their faces, honey. Ooh. I'll be on a different bike. That'll make things much easier. These miles, I'll be able to knock them down. Also be on a different surface. This is the mountains. How many weeks do I have? That's what I was about to count out. Got like 30 weeks, a little less than 30 weeks. And that's taking two weeks break, something like that. 24 to 30 weeks, depending on if I'm doing 2 to 3 runs a week, how far I'm going, how much weight I'm carrying, and what the terrain I'm going to be crossing. There's so many different variables that most people, I guess, you don't think about until you actually start thinking about training. You're like, wait a minute, I got to change this, I got to change that. When I ride, how I ride, where I ride. Remember when we learned about English in school, the what, when, where, who, how? Yeah. It starts a whole new list of not only goals, but minor things you need to do. I'd been training at the way worst time to train during the day, during the middle of summer. Damn 100-degree heat index. That kind of wasn't a choice. Definitely wasn't. Here's my water break. Oh, my quads are screaming, that inside muscle. This is why I hate taking break days, because when I come back, I just hurt the whole damn day. Good morning! I don't know yet. That's what I'm training for. So one of those companies got back to me like Wednesday, the 28th. I don't know when that was. When was the 28th? I don't even remember. Anyways, it's a protein company. They're going to send me some protein. I guess you just got to ask. They got back to me quick. Really quick. Now I need a parachute and a new bicycle and some riding equipment. Oh, and a swim cap and a bathing suit and some shoes to run in. Oh, and some running shorts. And we'll get there. Shit, we might find some stuff at Goodwill once like the season changes more and people start cleaning out their closet from summer. We'll hit up Goodwill and see if we can't find some stuff that we can use for training. A lot of my clothes don't fit. It's aggravating, like these pants. They don't fit. I keep having to pull them up. It's annoying. None of my stuff fits. Cheers. Good morning. All right, let's go. Where's the water? This has got electrolytes. Also brought one of those gels that I wanted to try. I'll probably have it on the way back. Oh, it's cold. Pineapple. Wonder if I should just put my hair up or screw it. Oh, look at this, all this material. It's ridiculous. Fit 2 people in them. Acorns everywhere. Yeah, I was trying to get out here earlier, but I needed to eat. So I focused on that first. And then I got my stuff together. Sun feels good. It's really crazy how depression works. Make you fucking sick from the inside out, man. Oh my God, I watched this Tommy Robertson and Russell Brand thing this morning. It was so good. They were, of course, talking about the UK and all the problems and how Tommy was locked up and how he saw the problems coming down the pipeline 15 years before anybody else. And they tried to label him a racist. It was actually a really good interview. From the first time I heard him speak, I liked him. He was actually saying a lot of things that I've said that people call me names for, you know, so I could relate to that. Well, the Brits are paying for that shit now. Oh, I'm not laughing, I'm just dark humor. What kind of humor do you have? I have felonious humor. Maybe I guess you should have listened. You know why? You know why they didn't want to lean his way? Because it made them uncomfortable. God, it's so pretty. Yeah, he looked really happy. He looks like he's thriving. Good for him. He's got a family, you know? They be out here playing with people's futures and freedom like it's a joke. They don't give a crap about the fallout at home. Ask me how I know. They was just out for blood. They always are. Y'all, look at this. You guys see how pretty this is? Sun's coming up. Oh, you can't even see it on this crappy phone. Oh my God, my hair. Listen, right now, I don't really care. I've turned into Shakira fully. Remember when I first started this channel? Let me tell y'all something funny. How dumb I am. When I first started this channel, people would come to my channel and scream, Shakira, Shakira, right? Listen, I know who Shakira is, and I song Hips Don't Lie. But I didn't know what they were talking about. I didn't know what they were talking about. That's so funny. That's like the most respectful way to say you have a beautiful body or some childbearing hips, girl. Like, that's the most respectful way. Shakira, Shakira, you know, it's cute, it's appropriate. In my opinion, it's, you know, as long as it's not your sister you're saying it to. As long as it's not your sister you're saying it to, you should be fine. I mean, if it's like a crush and it's not in the workplace, you know what I mean. Like on the internet specifically, it's a cute compliment. Oh God, bless my heart. I wasn't ready for the internet. I wasn't. Nobody warned me. Why did they not talk about the bad side? They make it look all glorified and hunky-dory. You gonna make me, girl? No, they don't say that. That's OnlyFans that they tell you that. No, they don't say that. They say, oh, it's all sunshine and rainbows over here, and it's a lie. This year, stuff's gotten wild. I don't know if you're paying attention to some of your favorite creators, but everybody is mixed up in drama. And it sucks because I thought that this was more of a professional platform. I thought over like TikTok, it was the more reasonable platform. The whole purpose of YouTube was to spread knowledge, to draw people together and spread knowledge on specific topics, right? It was to gather and spread wisdom or education, whatever, all of the above. To explore fantasy, you know, gaming, music, entertainment. I don't know, man. I see a lot of concerning stuff that bothers me. I was reading about a girl. So let me tell you the backstory. First of all, I cannot remember her name because it's in Russian. I do remember her first name was Anna. Her boyfriend was Dmitri. He was a piece of crap. Anyways, he actually stabbed her to death. 13 times, left her in the bathtub. Left her body rotten in the bathtub for over a week, I do believe. Yeah, so he loved her so much, as you can tell. And so what happened was she met him somehow through like it was a tattoo. So Anna, who was from Russia, she was a tattoo artist and a very good tattoo artist. Let me just begin with, she actually had a very rough upbringing, so much instability in Anna's life. And her mother really left Anna to fend for herself. Anna raised herself. Her mother would go off for days at a time and leave Anna to raise herself. I mean, we're talking from the age of 3, 4, 5, 6. She was home by herself, raising herself, right? And her mother's off doing God knows what. And at some point, Anna developed this curiosity for anime. And she also loved to draw, and she was really good at it. And she drew all of these beautiful, I don't know anything about anime. I do appreciate the art behind it. I think the characters are like really cool. Like Japanese culture too. Like I see a lot of anime come out of there. It's really neat looking, you know. So anyways, she could draw all of these awesome anime things, right? And so she started tattooing. And she actually tattooed all over her body at some point when she was about 13 or 14. I don't know if the state got involved and took Anna from her mama, Anna. But for some reason she was placed with her maternal grandmother, which was Anna's mother's mother, right? So this added, for the first time in Anna's life, a little bit of stability. However, the damage had been done, and Anna was acting out, self-mutilating, eating PEDs. She was having a lot of behavioral problems. I mean, which wouldn't? She's never had a mother. She's never had a father. She raised herself. She's been starved. She's been isolated. This is the type of parental guidance that breeds psychopaths, okay? So, who wouldn't be having behavioral problems? Anna was not a psychopath, though. She was an empathetic, compassionate, deep thinker. She's a very deep person. I do believe that her trauma inspired all of her creative and artistic ability. I think that she turned her pain into art. So by 15, she's having a lot of problems with self-mutilation, and her grandmother decides to let Anna get her first tattoo. And she takes her. They go together. They make it like a, you know how you go get your nails done with your grandma or your mama? They make it like a tattoo nail day or whatever, a tattoo day. And they go and they get Anna's tattoo. Well, I do believe by 18, she had done picked up a tattooing gun. She was doing tattoos kind of like under the table. And then at some point, she starts doing them the legitimate way. Her style of tattooing took off. There was people coming from all over to get anime tattoos from Anna. And at the same time, she was making a lot of, she was going through a lot of changes. I can tell that she had some cosmetic surgery. It appears that she had a nose job, tons of Botox. At this point, she's still 18. She started to dress and do cosplay, anime cosplay, and she started a TikTok. Well, her career started taking off. By the time she was 21, not only was she making extremely good money, but she had like her own little businesses and multiple streams of revenue coming in for her. She really was doing a good job, but something that really stood out to me when I was studying Anna, even with everything that she had, she was still, you could see the pain in her. Every single picture of Anna is so sad. You can see the pain in her. So at some point in Anna's career, there's a guy named Dimitri whose girlfriend actually talked him into going and getting a tattoo from Anna. She said, you should go get this tattoo, Dimitri. You know, you need this for a pick-me-up, and it'll be good for you, and go get this done. So Dimitri sets up an appointment with Anna, and he goes and he gets this tattoo. Well, essentially after this, he dumps his girlfriend. He buys Anna a car. He gets himself heavily involved in her business affairs through TikTok, tattooing. He would like want to set up her appointments, and he's handling money, and he is heavily involved in her business arrangements. And at the same time, I'm sure Anna thought this was a good thing because her income almost doubled by having him around because of his ties, because of people he knew in the industry, or his ties to social media, because he was also wrapped up in social media, and we'll get there in a minute. He was actually a porn star. So he meets Anna. He starts doing business with Anna. They end up falling in love. And he craps on his girlfriend, breaks his girlfriend's heart, treats her like crap. And actually, I think for a minute he was playing them both. He was like jumping back and forth. He was playing that hopscotch game, okay? And at some point, he finally marries Anna, which crushed his ex-girlfriend, bought Anna a car. He had never bought his ex-girlfriend a car. He's doing all this stuff for Anna. And I'm here to tell you that all it was manipulation. It was grooming. It was coercion. It was conditioning. It was building a false reality of a bond, a false reality of a relationship. He was playing her, in my opinion, from the start to use her for porn. So fast forward, her and Dimitri get married, and this is when things really, start to go bad, and Anna, kind of realizes that they're on separate paths, and, it was getting bad. At some point, Dimitri's grand idea was for them to film OnlyFans together. So he talks Anna, this is his grand idea, to make their marriage happier. He talks Anna into doing OnlyFans. Now remember, she had this huge following on TikTok from all of her tattooing because she did all this beautiful anime art. Y'all, yeah, I mean, I really, if I can find a short, I'll post it. Her art was, I mean, she was one of a kind, man. One of a kind. It's such a damn shame that all of the good people just get crapped on in life. And Anna had it rough from the start. Her own family dogged her out. Then she meets this guy, and she's got everything going for her. A TikTok that's successful, almost over 300,000 followers, I think. She had her tattoo career. She was constantly booked. There was people from all over the place flying in from parts of the world to get tattoos from her. There was people from TikTok paying high prices for those tattoos because they were one of a kind. And y'all know how anime is. Everybody loves anime nowadays. This was only a few years ago that he killed her. So Dimitri talks her into OnlyFans, and I know exactly where his mind was. Oh, I'm gonna use her TikTok following and her tattoo following to make money off of her body on OnlyFans. He actually had a history of doing this. Every girlfriend he ever had, he conditioned and coerced into selling their bodies on OnlyFans, filming content with him, and then he profited off of them. And then ditched them after the problems started. So he had a history of being a predator and using his position to harm these girls and to coerce them into things. So anyways, let's not forget he's a killer. I know some of y'all are probably like, there's no way he did that. That's crazy. He killed her too, so, you know. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say if he's willing to stab her 13 times and let her body rot in a damn... And I'm sorry to be so vulgar, but I want to get my point across. And let her body rot for over a week in her apartment. She was going to Japan. She was leaving. She was done with OnlyFans. So anyways, he talks her into OnlyFans. They start filming this content. She starts to spiral because it's not good for your mental health, and she's already had high exposure to trauma, major depression, anxiety, self-mutilation, suicidal tendencies, eating disorders. The last thing she needed to be was on damn OnlyFans. So of course he exploits her. They start making money, and at some point she wanted out. She was making plans to break up with him, and she had actually already broke up with him. She was moving to Japan. I'm so sorry. She was moving to Japan. Thank you. And she actually, the night she was murdered by Dimitri, she actually was packing her stuff in her apartment in Russia. And I don't know why he went over there. I don't know why he was there, but for some reason he stopped in. And the fit hits the shan. So they think that he went into like a jealous rage finding out that she was leaving the country. When she broke up with him, he probably thought that it was this back and forth game, all like, I'm done. And I think they had done that in the past. But when he saw her packing her stuff, he grabbed a knife and killed her. And then he puts her body in the bathroom in a tub and just leaves it there. Then he goes online and starts pretending to be her so that he can make money. He was using old content, pre-recorded videos, and posting them on her channels in hopes of making money. So even after she died, even after he murdered her, he was still trying to take from her. It's crazy. It's only because of the one true friend that she had that they even discovered her when they did, and it was a week too late, you know? And then her friend had been adamant from the start. This person is not good. He's trying to kill her. He got her wrapped up in all kinds of evil shit. He's going to be the death of her. And then look what happens. And you know, I do believe it was her that found her. Or at the very least, it was her that called authorities in Russia to get them over to her apartment because she hadn't heard from her friend. And she knew from the start he was no good. And she tried to tell Anna. But you know, codependency Codependency is so strong, man. And it's not talked about enough. The craziest part about all of this is that, remember that car I told you he bought her? He bought her that with her own money. Everything he started like gifting her stuff and buying stuff for her, and all of that stuff was with her own money. It's crazy. Yeah, so there was also this segment that Anna went on with her mother, her friend, and the boyfriend Dimitri in Russia. It's like a talk show, like Montel or Jenny Jones. And like it was kind of like, it's like Jenny Jones meets Intervention, because everybody's saying, what are you doing with this guy? He's a loser. And then he comes out, and I could not believe it when I saw him. I was just like, what? God, he looks like a douche canoosh. He looked like walking on stage, he looked like he was literally crawling out of his mama's basement. And he had been down there for 35 years. It was weird. I'm just like, and it's not about looks, it's more about his mannerisms can show you that he's a loser. Like, he acts like a loser. It's not just about looks, it's about his mannerisms, how he holds himself, how he carries himself, how he spoke. He couldn't even get his words out from behind his lips. It's like he was scared to speak. That shows deep-seated insecurity. When you can't enunciate your words and say what's on your mind. Somebody asks you a question, it's like pulling teeth. What are you scared of? Speak! You know what I mean? He just looked not well. So yeah, he goes online and stole her content and then tries to milk her bank accounts, and like, he's trying to make money off of her content. As if he didn't take everything from her to start with. She had a lucrative tattoo career. She didn't need him. Within 2 to 5 years, she would have been making bank, and she already was making really good money for her age. And like I said, her TikTok took off. All these people had so much respect for her because of the cause plan, because of the tattooing, her artistic abilities. And of course, this loser comes out of nowhere, ready to exploit her. And then, when she goes to leave, and she goes to cut the narcissist off, he kills her. It's crazy. Yeah, that's a crazy case. She was moving to Japan. Wondered why Drewski did that damn NASCAR thing. Listen. That was funny. Have you seen it? Woo! He was doing like the Ric Flair woo and everything. So there's a comedian, I think his name's Drewski, black guy. He dressed up like a white guy, and he went to NASCAR, and he was, I guess, impersonating a white redneck. It was hilarious, and like, so many people got offended. Now, I do agree with the whole double standard thing. If he can do it, then anybody can do it, of any color. There is a double standard there. But it was funny, and it was right on point. Stereotypes exist for a reason. Of course, a lot of people are going to be offended because they probably relate. They just don't want to admit it. It makes them uncomfortable that they're part of, I guess, a parody or whatever. got policies, honey. We all used to make fun of each other. We was all hee-ha-ha and damn laughing at ourselves, laughing at each other. What happened to that? I'm so sensitive. Why? That's what I'm gonna start saying. Why so sensitive? My legs hurt, y'all. Breaks are important. Oh my God, y'all, please do not flood the chat. I'll block it. You're giving me anxiety. All my hips. How many miles have I been? Let's see. I've been 8.5 miles. My hair's getting on my nerves. We're playing baseball. That's what that was. Alright, let's go. Thank you so much. I'm gonna get me one of them damn air guns and start shooting t-shirts out at them. I was a sweetie, I shared the streetie. That's what the shirt's gonna say. You know, like on The Price is Right, when they used to cannonball those t-shirts out of that like big old air gun. I need one of those. I wonder if Elon's got one of those tucked away. Probably. Where's the headphone? Oh God, I can't get in my pocket. Help me. Oh, I can see. Oops, I hit a button. We're going to the Dollar General. I don't know what I'm getting, but you ever get retail fatigue? Like you ain't bought something in so long you feel sick. You know what I mean? Like I just gotta buy something, even if it's just a protein. Life ain't fair. Life ain't fair at all. You need to go spend $5-10 to make yourself feel better. That ain't even that much. Anybody else get like that? Get retail fatigue. It's been too, or retail fatigue. You've done too much shopping. You've either done too much or you ain't had enough. Or what would it be? I got retail dehydration. I got retail needs. I don't know. Thank y'all. I thought so because it's a fake account. Yesterday I clicked on it and I noticed that it was created yesterday. Sorry about that, y'all. And then they were like saying nice shit, and that's what I'm saying. I just ignore people until I know otherwise. People come here trying to act like they're my friend, and listen, I trust no one. Can't. That's the real world. It's unfortunate. I wish I would have knew that 20 years ago. Maybe my life wouldn't have looked like this. I trusted everybody. I used to have so many people that I was around. It's crazy, you know? Fuck that. People make me sick. Literally. Like a Harley on a two-lane, Halloween, just plane dropping down on Friday night. Through the hard luck, looked upon the good things. Motorcycle. I'm running everywhere. What if my two favorite things are cycling and singing, but I can't do them together? Hey, maybe I can one day if I quit smoking. Notice I ain't been hitting the vape. I don't know, I woke up with a desire to quit smoking again. Guess what it was last night? A full moon. A full moon. Interesting. Very interesting. Y'all, I gotta tell you about this little girl I was learning about this morning. So her alias, because this was a child, and I need to start my video with a trigger warning, because I really just be touching on stuff that is complex. So her alias name was Jeannie Wiley, I do believe, and that's Jeannie with a J. And the reason they called her Jeannie was because she was raised like a genie in a bottle. She had parental deprivation, attachment disorder problems. Like, so, backstory. This happened. Oh, God. Sorry. Oh, God, I thought I was getting hit by a car. They come out of nowhere. I didn't even hear it. Did y'all see that? Me? You can see me. I really thought I was getting hit. Anyways, jump scare. Gotcha. So exciting. Oh, God. So, this case happened back in like the 70s. And actually, she was brought into social services. And I do believe like 1976, around the age of like 12 years old. But she looked like a 6 or 7 or 8-year-old. That's how much abuse she had been through. Her body didn't even form right. It's literally one of the worst cases of abuse I've ever heard of. I thought that the other little girl that had severe reactive attachment disorder that I talked about before, I thought that was really one of the worst cases. Janie's case is far worse. So she was born into a poor family. Her father was abusive to everybody. The mother, the children. This would have been the 60s into the 70s. So he was abusive, physically, emotionally, every way imaginable. The first child that they had, he actually left the baby out in the cold to die. He got pneumonia and it died after like 4 days. He didn't want any children. He didn't want the responsibility of feeding children. So, how evil. But then, they had a little boy. And he did fairly well for some reason. And then Janie was born. And from the time she was born until she was taken into social services in like 1976, so from approximately 1963-ish until 1976-ish, no, it was longer than that. She was 12 years old. Listen, y'all, for over 10 years, okay? From the time she was born until she was brought in to social services, she had been strapped to a chair the majority of her life. It was a potty chair. You know, like those little chairs that you teach children to potty train in. Her dad prevented the mother from not only bonding with Janie, but the mother was not allowed to even go in the room most of the time where Janie was where her crib and chair was, the potty chair. More often than not, they would leave her in that chair overnight, curtains drawn, naked. There were times that she was placed in the crib, but she was in complete isolation for over 12 years. She did not learn to speak. She could not communicate at all. And matter of fact, her evil father, if he even heard as much as a whimper come from her room, he would come in there and start physically abusing her. So Janie, from an early age, learned to be quiet to eliminate some of the abuse. She was completely mute. She wouldn't even whisper or breathe loudly. She was starved. The only kind of food that she ever ate was like liquid or baby food. And I just want to be clear that when this was all discovered, when Janie was discovered in the 70s, I think it was 76, when social services finally figured out what was going on, she looked like a 6, 7, 8-year-old child. She had been so malnourished, so dehydrated. She had gotten none of the nutrients that she needed for so long that her body had not grown and formed like a normal human's body. Her hips were so fragile. They were so underdeveloped. She could not walk upright because she had been strapped in that chair for so long that it deformed her entire body. She actually walked like an ape, hunched over, knees bent. She almost walked in a sitting position. There's actual videos of this on hospital grounds from 1976. It is one of the most disturbing things I've ever seen. So I'm gonna walk this a little bit because this road's crazy and I'm tired already. So hold on one second. Let's do something new today. Good morning, y'all. I'm sorry I can't see the comments right this second. Traffic's crazy. My pants are falling down. My hair's in my face. The sun's in my face, beating down on me. Let me read you some of this. Hold on. So, since she had been strapped down and left sitting on a potty chair, she could not stand erect. She could not stand or straighten out her arms or legs. She could not run, hop, jump, climb. In fact, She could only walk with difficulty, shifting her feet, swaying from side to side. And there's video of this. It's crazy. Another thing that happened because of the isolation and the deprivation, Jeannie was she was hardly ever, she had never worn clothes. She did not react to temperature, like hot or cool. She didn't react at all to like hot or cool, which is so weird. Since she had ever ate food, this is the loudest road in Kent. What in the hell? Never eaten solid food, she did not know how to chew, and she didn't know how to swallow. She also had become completely nearsighted because her eyes had never had to adjust to the outside world because she had been confined to a 10-foot space for the whole 12 years of her life at this point. So she could not see and her eyes were all messed up. She had been beaten for making noises, so she had to learn to suppress almost all vocalization, even whimpers. Listen to this. Suffering from malnutrition, she weighed only 59 pounds and stood at only 54 inches tall. She was completely covered in feces and urine. Her hair was sparse and stringy. She salivated, spitting onto anything at hand. That's another thing. She was so isolated, you guys. She was completely almost feral. Because of the lack of bonding with caregivers, family. She was like a toddler in a 12-year-old's body. She was unsocialized, primitive, and hardly a human. So she had all of these, distasteful mannerisms. It was hard to work with her. So what led to her being discovered? Hold on a second. What led to Jenny being found and it being discovered that her father had created this environment through the entire family? The mother was not allowed to bond with the child, and he completely isolated Jenny, and pretty much she had never been socialized to the point she was completely feral. So at some point, Janie's mother decides that she's going to leave the father, and she moves in with, I do believe, her mother. And at some point she needs help from social services. So with Janie in tow, she goes down to social services like she owns the place, and she walks in there and she's like, yeah, me and my daughter, we need help. And they start asking questions about Janie. And, she can't even, y'all, she walked like this. There's video of this. This is how she walked. Woo! Oh, it's a ladybug. I'm sorry. Sorry, it's been a while. She walked like this. Seriously. She walked like this, okay? Like, from where she had been strapped in that chair so long, her body had formed into the chair. Her bones were so misformed. Like, because of the lack of nutrition, her body ain't grown right. Her bones were thin. Her hips were way underdeveloped. Everything was underdeveloped. Her brain. She had the stature of a 6, 7, 8-year-old, and she was 12. And so social services, because of this, immediately took custody of Janie from the mother. And so they started working with Janie and trying to get her socialized in these mental institutions. And for a long time, there was a lot of people that cared about Janie and was trying to help Janie. But there did come a time where Janie was passed on from one facility to another, and somehow she ended up back in her mother's care. It didn't look to be a good situation. I don't believe that either one of them are still alive. Janie was never normal. At that point, early childhood development is not, it's important because it's setting all of the foundation for the adult. And when you skip over things like bonding, building connections, socializing, learning to speak, learning to understand language, learning to walk, learning to eat, learning hygiene, all of those things, when you don't learn that, and then you attempt to teach someone later in life that, and they've been subjected to astronomical amounts of trauma, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Early childhood development is so important, and Janie's case is a prime example of that because she was never functioning. The best that they could ever get out of her was that at one point she did say that her father would beat her in the head with a stick, but she didn't say it like that. She would say it with broken words. She'd say, stick, ow, and then she'd say a few more words and then father. So the best they could ever get after maybe 10 years of working with Janie, and those doctors, I do believe, really cared about her from the videos I've seen. I did a deep dive on it. Those doctors really, in the 70s and 80s, cared about her. That was a different time of medicine. We need to go back to that, whatever they were doing, because they cared about her. They were able to get her able to eat food, chewing. They were able to get her slightly socialized. She would never get to a point where she would have friends or have conversations. She actually completely isolated herself from everyone while other patients would be sitting down, playing games. Janie would be in the corner by herself. She was always like that. And that is from the isolation. I mean, imagine an infant crying in a crib. I mean, and that was her life. Or a 4-year-old being strapped to a potty chair and being left there for days. It's actually a miracle she didn't die. Her bones, her stature, her mannerisms, it all tells a story about what she went through, what she had to endure. Starvation, neglect, isolation, physical abuse, and I'm going to be honest with you, I can't get no clear answer on the sexual part. And there is, in writing, in multiple books that I sourced, they do say that there was other abuse, but they won't be specific. And that gives me chill bumps because it's almost like they were scared to address that at the time. It's like the culture at the time was, oh, we can't talk about it. And I do believe that that's probably what it was. Because in 2 or 3 different sources, they wrote, not only did she endure physical abuse, but there was other forms of abuse that she was subjected to, but they would not touch on it. And in my opinion, it was probably sexual. He already had hate for that child. He despised her. He despised all of them. And that showed in the way he raised them. So don't sit there and say, oh, yeah, no, you're crazy. He's an absolute psychopath. The weakest of men. And actually, statistically speaking, with one line of abuse, there's usually more. So, and the fact that the culture at the time was to sweep incest under the table or to ignore it, that's what they did back then. It made them uncomfortable to even approach the conversation. So they ignored it. And when it happened, they kind of, in a way, in my opinion, covered up the abuse. Janie ended up back in her mother's custody. And the last photos and videos we have of her, she did not seem well. It actually looked like the worst she had ever looked. It's really unfortunate. I do believe that her mother was also a victim of the father. You could see the power and control that he had over her. I do believe there was an age gap. I do believe they got married. She was super young. That was the culture back then. And you listened to your husband. You feared God and your husband. So it's just how it was. If your husband told you to leave that baby out in the snow to get hypothermia and die, a lot of women did it. Janie's mother was one of them. Their first child died in just like that. So it's really crazy. Really, really crazy. You know, the fact that they were able to, I guess it was a different time because you can't hide no child like that nowadays. Janie was hidden for like over 12 years, you know. Now we have all kinds of, I guess, censuses and childbirth records and shot records and, you know. Back then, I mean, it's really crazy to me how Janie's mother walked into social services with this deformed child, this deformed, abused child like it was nothing. That really kind of goes to show where Janie's mother was at the time, because she was trying to leave the father, which is why she ended up at social services seeking help. And I do believe ultimately that's probably why they let Janie go back to her mother before both of their deaths, because the mother was trying to get help at some point, but for the first 12, 13 years she was with this man, he just brainwashed the hell out of her and had complete control over the entirety of the family. And I do feel bad for her in a sense, but part of the reason I talk about these things is to educate women on what they should do in these situations and how to be a good mother and a good person. We never allow children to be harmed for anything. And matter of fact, we lay our lives down for children. Okay? I don't care which crazy ass man, boyfriend, ex-husband wants to say. I say we protect children at all costs. Agreed? And by doing that, we can't cover up these things. We can't ignore abuse. These conversations need to happen more. It's really troubling. I'm going through so much personally, and then I'm over here re-traumatizing myself by damn learning about other cases, and I'm not supposed to be doing this stuff. But, you know, what's a little more trauma? What's a little more soul-eating content? Oh, God. Thank you. Thank you. I'm trying to get on the sidewalk. This is a bad intersection. One stoplight town. This is the hot one stoplight. Hot. Who let the dogs out? Yeah, it's really crazy to see how important it is to have people in your life that teach you things. Janie never even got spoken to. She didn't know how to speak. She didn't know how to talk. Couldn't mutter words. She was so out of touch with reality because she completely just disassociated all the time. You can see her doing it. She didn't live in the same world that we did. All that trauma, all that isolation had literally stole her soul. She was like mentally challenged from the trauma. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's like psychosis, but worse, man. Breaks my heart. I am glad that she got like 10 years with people that cared about her. I think those people in those hospitals cared more about her than her own damn family. You can see how comfortable after years of therapy and, you know, with a patient like this, what they would do is they would start by socializing them. Janie had had so much abuse you couldn't get near her. She don't know how to eat anything other than liquids. This becomes dangerous. We got to feed her. They got to clothe her. She had never wore clothes before. How you going to put clothes on a child, 12-year-old child, that ain't never been touched? Do you know the trauma? And Lord forbid, the only time she was ever touched was when she was getting abused, which was the case. Very complex. Because most people would want to hug that child and reassure that child. And you can't do that. It'll make the problem worse. You gotta work with them from a distance. The main thing is getting them comfortable with one or two people to break down the wall, to break the barrier, and to start trying to introduce trust. It's not about building trust. It's about teaching what trust is. This child's never even known what trust is. They don't know what love is. They don't even have a concept. It's like being born in a communist country. You're not building trust with them. It's about breaking down the barrier, starting from the ground up, and teaching them what trust is, teaching them that they, there's one video of Janie after she'd been in the hospital for about 6 months, and there's a doctor in a white coat, and you can see that she's hanging on to his hand for dear life. It only took a few months for her to feel comfortable to grab an adult's hand for comfort. There's other videos of Janie years after 2 or 3 years of talk therapy. You can see her working with therapists, and she actually is jumping up in front of the camera and smiling. It took 3, 4, 5, 6 years to get her there. And she still, at that point, would have been 16, 17, had not formed. None of her body had formed right, but she never got formula. She never got nutrition. So it took years to get her to a point to where she was able to reach for a hand. And you can see her interacting with these therapists, and that shows me that not only were they treating her well, but they cared. And she was opening up to them. I really wish that she would have been able to go live with one of those scientists, because, let me tell you something. When they discovered Janie back in the 70s, when her mother brought her into social services, Janie was kind of, how can I say this? Kind of like an anomaly, but also scientists wanted to get their hands on Janie. The reason why is because Janie had been through what scientists had wanted to do to someone, but were not legally allowed to. Ain't that fucked up? However, these scientists that came in to work with Janie not only helped her, but they gathered research. They started to understand what isolation does to the human mind, the brain, the spirit, the soul. So, scientists had never been able to use a child for medical research, thank God, in the manner to completely isolate them and see what happens. And as it just so happens, there's a lot of, is that sick to be curious? I don't think so. I think that medical research is imperative to human survival, and also bettering our existence generationally, after generation after generation. Would it be wrong to clone a child or have a child and then isolate it for medical research? Absolutely. But Janie was a research project that had never been done or had been legally allowed to be done, and thank God for that. So all of these scientists, all of these medical professionals, from psychiatry, to early childhood development, they all wanted to get their hands on an interview and deal with Janie's case. Some of the top professionals in the country were ready to be at this child's beck and call. And the people that did get involved with Janie clearly loved her, cared for her, and she opened up to them, and she made huge progress for a child that had been through that is the worst. You know, when I read about these cases, I don't know why I can put myself in these children's shoes, but I can. And go ahead and click out if you're sensitive. But I just want you to envision a newborn baby in a crib 24 hours a day, crying, being starved, and the only time that baby gets to come out of that crib is when she's stuffed in a high chair, and it's actually a potty chair, and she's strapped in that, and sometimes left for days, starving. You know, there's nothing there. No one spoke to her, no one held her, no one loved her. It's literally like the worst case, I think. And then seeing Janie, it really goes to show how evil, how much abuse. She couldn't even hold her saliva in her mouth. She spit like a camel. And matter of fact, she just drooled down her clothes. And more often than not, she actually stunk because of her spit all over her. By the end of around 10 or so years of her getting medical treatment, they had taught her to eat. She was able to make noises finally. She could say certain words. They had stopped her from spitting. They had fixed some of these, I don't know what to call it. They're like mannerisms, but they're like undesired mannerisms or improper mannerisms. They were able to help her with little things that you or I do every day that we don't even think twice about. Like swallowing her spit. That's how abused she was. She didn't even know how to swallow. It's crazy. I mean, I just wish I could get my hands on that bastard. Oh, my legs. Oh, my legs. Yeah, it's really sad. But I think for me, stuff like that is interesting to me because it goes to show how our environment is imperative to our survival. What we grow up around, what we're subjected to, what we're taught, the way that we're interacted with, it absolutely determines who we are as humans, how we behave, our own mannerisms, everything. Sad case. Sorry to bring the mood down. I am happy today, as I can be, given the circumstances. Oh, God, my butt hurts. We'll see how many miles we've been, and then let's go in here and see what I need. I bought a sweater and a carhartt hoodie, and y'all, it got hot about 5 miles in. Where's my phone? My other one. Let's see here. Oh, it's only 9:30. It feels later because I woke up so early. So I was planning to do 25 today. So we've been 12.2 miles. Not bad. Let's get a snack. It's a beautiful morning here in the south. We might go right over the bridge and see what the water looks like. It's so pretty over there. Alright. Oh, they got some cute stuff on sale. Good morning. $3. That's cute. How much is it now? Yeah. Oh, like you said, shaker. I might lose this. I'm gonna grab a protein and I'm headed out. Okay, this bathroom. A twinkle star. Good morning, y'all. Miss GT 500. How are you doing this morning, Walter? Good morning. South Coaster. I know it did. A lot of bad things happened in the 60s and 70s. Amen. Can I take you to dinner yet? Thank you for the offer. Yeah, her name was Janie, and that is an alias. Janie Wiley. And I do believe that if you look up Janie, Janie Wiley, if you look up abuse case from 1970s, it'll pop right up on Google. So it's horrific. It gives me chill bumps. Look, just thinking about it. It makes me sick, y'all. I'm trying to get protein. I gotta stop talking about it. It really does. It gives me a visceral reaction. It bothers. And she's done passed away. You know what bothers me? Thinking about her and her that crib or that high chair. It's enough to make me cry. I'm gonna grab 2 of these because they actually have 3 for $7, so I'm gonna grab 3 of these because I like to put them in my coffee. These protein things, sometimes it's 30 grams. So protein powder doesn't work as much, like it doesn't blend up as well, or it doesn't shake up as well. I need to look and see if they got a blender bottle because my other one broke. I melted. I'm doing all right, girl. I ain't spiraled today yet. One day at a time. One day at a time. So what I'll do is I'll make some of that Nespresso and then pour like a third of this and then fill it up with water or milk and heat it up, and it does really good. Protein powder won't do well in the microwave. Not all of them. I have a few that works good as like coffee creamer, but a lot of them don't work good as coffee creamer. So, you know. Y'all, did y'all tell? Hold on. Never mind. We'll talk about it when we get outside. Did y'all tell? When we came in here, there was no music on. And then she cut it up. And I was like, okay, whatever. So I come over here and I'm talking. Well, then I go back over there to grab a basket. And she done cut that shit all the way up. So I'm going to try to whisper. Because people seriously have a problem with you speaking in 2025. I'm going to grab 2 of these yogurts. I like the vanilla. I'm going to grab some turkey. Actually, there ain't no handle. I ain't grabbing nothing. Damn. Smoke. We're going to do the rotisserie seasoned, honey. Make sure. Yeah. The rotisserie seasoned chicken. I know, right? Amen. It's so funny. I'm like, damn, I know I'm loud, but it ain't like I'm down talking about politics. Oh, look at this, y'all. Look at these little soap. 2 for $1. Oh, I love root beer. They got these little drinks, 2 for $1. That's actually perfect for school lunches. This is coming in clutch if you got kids, if you got a husband. Girl, you better get over here to the DG. Scoop some of these up. 2 for $1. That, I am not mad at that. That is something I can get behind. I've been begging for smaller products for how long? How long? My whole 2.5-year career of car life. I cried about, I don't know if they got that here. I don't like the tall ones because I don't drink it all. I literally take like 3 sips and then I throw that with soda before. I don't really drink a lot of soda. I need a blender bottle. Sorry. Oh, that's cute. I could put dressing in that. Clearance. How much is this? $1. Sign me up. So I got a pink bowl. I'm not a pink fan. 75 cents. That'll be perfect for dressings. For a salad. Oh, it's even got a seal, y'all. That's just enough for a salad dressing. That's perfect. I like this. This would be cute for like a party. Ooh, I love that color. Alright. I don't see a blender bottle. Let me ask this girl. She might know. Because it's, oh, look at all this fall stuff. Yo, that's cute. I might actually doctor that up. I'd glue these pumpkins on that brief. It ain't enough stuff on there. It is Dollar General. Sometimes you gotta think outside the box. They got Halloween stuff. I need a blender bottle. Excuse me. Do you happen to have a blender bottle? Do you know by any chance?
Blender bottle?
I know, it's so specific.
I don't think so. We might sell like the little blenders that come with them, but I don't think we just have the bottle separate.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
That's no problem.
Awesome. Let's just go down here and look. Look at that cat. They got some cute decorations. Definitely. Oh, what does that do? Y'all, I'm such a child. Hello, Only the Truth Network. Yeah, I know. You know, that's crazy you say that because, like, all of the cold section, they don't have any. I might lose y'all. I'm just checking right here for a blender bottle. Dang. I'm gonna have to wait and go to Walmart, I guess. That sucks. Well, they do have some cute stuff though. Perfect for like decorating rooms. Buy one, get one half off. They trying to get rid of stuff. They gotta get the Halloween stuff in here, y'all. What else did I need? I think that's it. It's hot. Ooh, I want a turkey. Getting greedy. I really want these, but I'm not gonna do it. Switzerland, hello. Right. I got the bag. I want a snack. What's going on? I can't see. It's too bright. I feel like a vampire. Y'all, I gotta find a bathroom. I gotta pee. What's that thing do? Hey. Strawberry cream and white fudge. I'm so excited. Ooh, it looks delicious. I don't typically like stuff like this. And could just be the sugar. You know? my phone. I'm gonna just leave this in the basket, fam. If it's gonna fit right there, I'm not gonna weigh my back down. Name of the phone. Oh, my back. Doctor, doctor, give me the news. I got a bad case of loving you. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need me another bike. This one is like for mountain biking, and I'm on the road way too much, you know. But it's okay. I am fighting for my life on it, but it's okay. Damn it. There was another chocolate and I can't find it. Probably because I don't need it. Where's that gel? Damn it. Oh my god, my book bag ain't even full. My hair's crazy. It's alright. Could be worse. Could be bald. Gotta look at the bright side, right? Let's try this because I'm craving something sweet. Probably because I started my day with like pancakes. I did those Kodak pancakes. That's weird. Ooh, it's like a jelly. I don't know about that, boss, but let's go. It's not that it's not good, it's just weird. I'm gonna just hurry up and try to eat it. It's like a mix between a pudding and snot. The texture, bro. It's the texture. I'm sorry. Trigger warning. Brooke's a gross girl. And then there's like a chemical behind it. Maybe I'm just not used to it. Probably not. doesn't taste bad. It's just different. The vanilla is good. Brace on, take it off. I mean, it is feeling better now that I've worn it for like a week and a half. I probably need another 2 or 3 weeks, honestly. I do think that it was a confusion, like y'all said, or a bone bruise, because my hand's been itching so bad, like a broke bone. You know how like when you break a bone and it starts the healing process and your arm is itching like a mofo? That's what it feels like. So I do think, I hope it, I mean, surely if it was like a fracture in the bone, I wouldn't even be able to move it. So it's definitely not broken. It's not a fracture. Definitely a bone bruise. I mean, it's been like 5-6 weeks. So, and it's itching now. We're in the itching stage, so I'm thinking that it's actually starting to heal. So I probably actually really need another week or 2 of the splint. We'll see how it feels. I'm listening to my body now. I wish that I had the capability. I mean, at least I'm cycling though. I mean, we done been 15 miles. So at least I'm cycling. My goal today is 25. I'm actually debating if I want to go a different way, but going a different way would potentially add 20 miles to the 25. So I don't know. Stop when I get down here and we'll look at the map. I feel like I could take on some more miles, but I need to go eat. Relaxing. I need days. I never take rest days in that protocol. I need to focus on the diet more. People literally come around me and upset me so bad. I could never do that to somebody. Especially intentionally. People are just people. Oh. Oh wow, that's crazy, Brianna. They told to wear a brace. That's crazy. Good morning. Who's that in the only bad thing about cycling is you can't think when you gotta use the bathroom. I can only think. But let me drink some more water. I don't think you'll be able to stop during the race. I don't know. I don't think so. I wouldn't expect them to. But this is also the mountains, so it's different. My legs. Feel it. Oh, snap. Oh, God, this hill. God. Send help. Send help. Oh, I'm laying on my hair. Y'all hear these fucking mentally challenged people around here? Pay attention. Woo! I think the sky is falling, y'all. Where's that my blood pressure? Oh my God, I ain't even gonna be able to dance. I'm gonna have to waddle everywhere tomorrow. I'm gonna have to waddle everywhere. I'm gonna look like the damn town duck. And I ain't gonna give a fuck. Waddle, waddle, here she comes. Shit. Whew. Alright, break's over. Where's the caffeine? I need caffeine. Jesus. Help me. Help me, Jesus. I think I've done, Jesus. Oh, it was this lemonade. That was 120 milligrams. Oh, I can't wait to have a cup of coffee. I'm gonna have some coffee and a sandwich and maybe some noodles. Or, ooh, some of that chicken. Ooh, I got turkey in here. Shit, I might even eat some M&Ms. I deserve it. And shit, I did all of this without even going to the bathroom. Progress has been made. Usually I would have done stop 6 times, honey. In 25 miles, I'm gonna need at least 4 bathroom breaks. Absolutely. So that's funny. I ain't even had my first one yet. Don't worry, I'm gandering at where to go, honey. My Spidey senses is tingling. Go gadget. Gandering for a squat, a spot to squat. I'm gandering for a spot to squat. I got baby wipes and everything. I come prepared. Ain't no damn bathrooms in this town. This road right here, there ain't a bathroom. It's got to be 15 miles. There ain't a bathroom for about 15 miles that way. And there ain't no bathroom on this side of town at all. Not unless you go to the coffee shop. And I don't have coffee money, so I'm not going to go loiter in their bathroom, you know? I've always been that way, though. If I'm not spending money, I'm not going in there. It's just rude. So anyways, there's no bathroom. Dollar General ain't got no bathroom. None of them places have bathrooms around here. There's no parks that have bathrooms. There's no gyms. There ain't shit. It's woods. It's all woods. It is beautiful this time of year, and it feels amazing today. But there's no bathrooms. Where do you go? Where a bear does. Whew. Alright. Okay. I'm getting it. Yeah, I made me one fat ass, juicy ass pancake for breakfast. With raspberry lemonade. Oh my God, they're so good. And I cooked me 2 pieces of bacon to go with it. It was delicious. I made some protein. Didn't even drink half of it after I ate all that. I don't think I've had breakfast in a week. Maybe once or twice. I had those 2 egg sandwiches. Stress makes me forget to do that. What a loser. these people? They have a lot of mental problems around here. Undiagnosed. And the ones that are diagnosed, they're not being treated. Everybody else is damn giving me space, being kind. There's always like 4 or 5 losers, ain't there? That's society in a nutshell. There's always 4 or 5 bad apples making everybody else look bad and stink, you know? Wore this thing so much it's done cut my hand open on the inner part of my fingers right here. Book bag's getting heavy. It's only 17 pounds today. I'm gonna start weighing it just to make sure. It never dawned on me before yesterday. Look at these losers. How many has that been? Is that enough people to damn get funding for a mental hospital here? Oh, God. Thank you, sweetie. Oh my God. My legs are killing me, y'all. Oh, well, good morning, Melissa. Is that how you say that? I can't see all the sun. Yeah, me either. I'm still damn figuring out stuff I didn't know about, you know. as I'm living through it. Shit needs to be taught in school. It's crazy. I guess that's what your parents are supposed to be for, right? How's that going? That's why we need to teach it in school. Oh, that's a cute little angel. Big old statue under this magnolia. My hand hurts. Oh. Oh God. I got this guy rolling up on me on a bicycle. I'm crossing the side of the road I'm on. It's another cyclist. We had the professional get up though. Thank you, Mr. Kia, for not trying to kill me in the Kia. I couldn't tell at first. I just saw a blinking light and I was like, there's this one guy that I have to watch out for. He rides a bike. There's actually two of them. One's on a motorized bike and the other one's not. Ain't that crazy? You know, it'd probably help if I found a bathroom. Thank y'all. Thank you, thank you. Sweet Honda people. Baseball? Soccer ball? Hell, I don't know. I'm gonna get hit by a car. Softball. Tis the season. Fall. Commercials. My legs are killing me, y'all. think it's making it worse. Damn, it's a blind turn. Shit. My legs. Listening for a car. Oh shit, I'm gonna piss right here. This looks like somebody's been drinking here for 25 years. Oh, I need a break. Look at all this trash. Crazy. Oh. That's why I don't buy cotton now. They ain't worth a damn. My hair. My phone. Two white males. People are weird, y'all. That lady's done. It was two guys going by and by. When I'm usually on my cycle ride, I don't have this problem. Somebody just creeping in the bushes. I don't care. What do you want me to do? Piss my pants? Twinkle down my bike seat? What do you want me to do? I know. Oh, me neither. I'm gonna put these in here. Oh, my hand. All right, let's go. Where is mine? My hand hurts. All right, let's go. Let's pee. So bad. Sorry. I hope the neighbors across the street don't get mad. I ain't got no choice. At least I went in the woods. This ain't even nobody's land. Oh, God. Okay. I need music. Put my pants up. Hope I ain't got nothing. No leaves in my back. Something bit me. Alright. So I've been probably about 18 to 20 miles. Damn it, something is making me itch. Did I pick up grass in my pants? Probably. I had to set in it because there was a car going by. What the hell? Something's in the back of my pants, y'all. I told you. I hope that ain't something poisonous. Damn. trying to do this with no more caffeine, but I don't know how that's going, if I'm being honest. Baby steps. You don't quit everything just all at once, cold turkey. No. That's what makes you spiral and crash out and quit. Baby steps. We slowly reduce the amount over a period of time. That's with everything. I don't care if it's caffeine, nicotine, Xanax, methadone, Suboxone, food. About the only thing we would do cold turkey is porn. It takes time to really focus on yourself and to cultivate a pattern of doing so. Consistency is key, but it's hard to just get in the headspace to be consistent when your life's not consistent. Oh God, my hair is ruined today, y'all. I'm gonna have to wash it. Thank you for not trying to kill me in that nice Chevy. And all of a sudden, and then I heard boom from the amplifier. Look how pretty. Oh. Rolling fields. Take a gander. Methadone is horrible. I'm so sorry, Lacey. You can get off of it. You can get off of that stuff, Lacey. I promise you can. Methadone, I would argue that methadone is actually the hardest of the maintenance program drugs to come off of. And it also has the least success rate. That is what methadone is what the government had before they had Suboxone. It's really strong dope. I've been on methadone before several times. It never worked. I was always mixing, and yeah. You can get off of it though. I promise. I'm glad that you're sober, like that you're using something. I'm not grateful that you're using something to get off of something, but I am grateful that you're striving, you're in recovery and you're striving towards staying sober. Realizing that there's a problem is that's the biggest. Well, you know, it's not. I think that that's part of it. I think the hardest part is making the choice to get there, to get into sobriety and to stay there. I think most people that do drugs, they know they got a drug problem. But it's whether or not they want to let that addiction fester or if they want to do something about it. That's the hardest part. A lot of people don't want to be clean. They ain't never had a life worth living to be clean for. Most people use drugs to escape the reality, the cards, the hands that they have been dealt. So the grass ain't greener to them when the drugs erase the pain. All they've ever known is pain. That doesn't make people want to get clean, homie. All they can conceptualize is bullshit, because that's all that life has served to them. And that's why they want to stay high. They don't give a fuck. Damn, Grandpa. Whip that thing. In my opinion, methadone is not it's not as productive as Suboxone in the medical industry in Big Farm. It doesn't work as well as Suboxone. And in my opinion, it has everything to me, it has everything to do with the reward center in the brain and how methadone, it treats you like heroin. Suboxone don't do that. Drug addicts that take Suboxone, they do not get high. Methadone will fuck you up though, and if you take too much, you're gonna die. Suboxone won't do that either. So I think that that's why Suboxone, in my opinion, is so revolutionary. Methadone, if you take too much, people that take too much, they have a tendency to still be getting that dopamine and serotonin hit like a drug addict would. That's not fixing the problem. That's just firing off them damn receptors and creating a bigger problem, in my opinion. Some people can maintain sobriety on methadone, but studies show that Suboxone is a much better option. But statistically speaking, most methadone patients do mix with illicit drugs. And in my opinion, it has to do with the ceiling effect, the lack thereof. It's acting just like more heroin or whatever. It's firing off in the brain. You take it and then 20 minutes later, you're nodding out and itching. You don't get that with Suboxone. And I do believe that that's why Suboxone works better. It calms down your central nervous system long enough for you to focus on recovery and be able to sit down and comprehend recovery. Methadone, it's a little different. I've never liked methadone. I've always been a firm, just supporter of it. But that's because of my own experiences, and then also watching other people in the community, their experiences. I've personally never seen a successful methadone patient. Me personally, I've never seen a successful methadone patient. But I've only been to 6 or 7 methadone clinics, so, met thousands of people. It's probably me. I probably just got it wrong, Yeah, in 20 years, never met a success story on methadone. Suboxone, however, I've met a ton. I wish they'd just stop prescribing that shit. That shit, man, it hurts people's bones, y'all. It makes your body hurt when you don't have it. This is a whole different level. If you go without Suboxone, sure, you're going to be sick, you're going to be throwing up, you're going to be feeling uneasy, probably have some muscle cramps. Methadone is a whole nother fucking beast. Methadone will make you damn kill your family and then kill yourself type shit. That shit seeps into your fucking soul. And when you don't have it or you don't have enough, it is the worst kind of withdrawal. Yes, there's different withdrawals for different opiates. Absolutely. Absolutely. Fentanyl, morphine, Oxycontin, different pills. The withdrawal symptoms are going to be different for every substance. So, methadone is one of the worst to come off of, let me tell you. It can take months, and years for the patient to return to normal after getting clean. In my opinion, it's one of the dangerous things that the government's ever approved. It's right up there with Xanax, honey. I'm not a pessimistic person. I'm an optimistic person. I'm a realist, though. I look at the numbers. I look at how many people have died, how many people have had successful recoveries. The math ain't mathing. There's been far more people that have died on methadone than have ever been helped. Could be millions. I need some water, and my wrist is hurting. Yes, girl, Lacey, you ain't lying. Yeah, I would agree. I would say methadone definitely is at the very top of the list. I mean, you get so sick on that it's concerning how dehydrated and the malnutrition you face. You could die, and I'm sure there has been people that have been so dehydrated that did not seek proper care or could not receive proper care, because that's a huge thing in this country, and they died from dehydration or other health problems from the detox. It's crazy to me how people say, oh, people can't die coming off of these certain drugs. That is a lie. It might not be from the drug itself, but it's going to be from lack of proper medical care and attention to the patient's basic needs. They don't even give you water when you're in these medical facilities. You can't even have a cup to get water out the toilet. Like, there's a lack of patient care, and that's why people don't recover, you know. But yeah, they don't take care of them when they come in. You can absolutely die from not only alcoholism, like withdrawals, but detoxing off of things such as Xanax or heroin or methadone. These patients go into these rehabs and they're going 2, 3, 4 weeks without proper food. They can't eat. You know what would help that? An IV. Yeah, giving them some saline and some vitamins. Within a week and a half, they'd be able to eat a good meal, and then they start to feel better. We need food, water, vitamins, minerals. We got to get that in their system. They haven't had it in years, and then they come through the rehab, and they don't even get that. They don't get their basic needs met. They're put in a room for 2 weeks. The damn rehab milks a little funding for that bed being filled, and then they kick them back out on the street. I don't know how I got here, but it pisses me off if you can't tell. It's a passion of mine to focus on not only mental health services, but addiction treatment. Maybe 10 years from now, my prayers will be answered. This is just the start. So I took 4 or 5 days off. It's been a minute. I got a hurt wrist. I'm also trying to quit smoking and not have a bunch of caffeine. So I'm taking on a lot today. I'm actually surprised I ain't cussed nobody out. Thank you. With it every day. I take the brace off and stretch, rotate it. I ain't even been able to splay my palm out for like 3 or 4 weeks. hot. Sorry, y'all. I don't know if I can open this. My hair. Usually I can just... What in the heaven? God, this thing's got on a chastity belt, y'all. Damn. Don't be like me. Your teeth are jewels, not tools. Damn it. It's little PFAs with it. Jeez Louise. I said a little bit, and then it ain't nothing but a cup of coffee, which is like 60 milligrams, right? Look, I done wore that brace so much it cut me open right there. There it is. All right. This is a hill. Thank you. The first day back is always the hardest. Blind turn. God, I can't breathe. Look at this. Oh, 1 second. flowers. More over there. Fields of them. They're so pretty. Those black-eyed Susans, I don't know. I don't know what they are. They look like black-eyed Susans. Thank you. Thank you so much. Y'all are sweeties for sharing the streeties. This hill. I know it looks like it's not a hill, but it actually is. It's at a slant. So, it sucks. Good morning, Careless Whispers. Melissa, what you were talking about that girl that choked on a gown, and they tried to say it was suicide. They do that a lot. They also do that in jail. When they say found unresponsive in their cell, more often than not, it was because they were not only denied probably medical attention, but they were probably beat to death before they were thrown in that cell, either by inmates or COs. More often than not, it's something nefarious, whether it's an accidental overdose, whether it's, these be young people. I cover a lot of these stories. It'd be 19 to damn 25-year-olds just dropping dead like flies. Crazy. There was a girl in rehab that died. There was another girl. It was a influencer. I need to circle back to that. She went to rehab and she was left disabled. She was an influencer. I think she might have been an OnlyFans model too. I can't remember. I know it was an Instagram model. But listen, she was absolutely gorgeous. She actually deserved the title model. And essentially she had a drug problem with kratom. Her family sent her to rehab, paid all this money, and all of a sudden her family's called from rehab. And they're like, yo, your daughter's over here at the hospital. Her family goes and finds her. She's completely incapacitated. She's like wheelchair bound and like a vegetable now. They don't know what the hell happened in the rehab. Listen, there might be more to it that I haven't found out since then. If somebody knows the name of that girl or that case, please let me know, because that's definitely one we need to cover. I need to do a whole talk it too on the dangers of rehabs, because a lot of people send their loved ones there and they are under the impression that their loved ones are going to be taken care of, and that is just not the truth. Rehabs are some of the worst places. They're like state mental facilities. It's not what people think it is. I don't care if you're sending them to damn Malibu to a $20,000 rehab or to a state facility. All systems are broken, okay? It's just the way that it is. These industries are now used to milk money and not get the patient well because they need them to come back through the rehab door and spend more money, honey. It's like Big Farm or gender affirming care. It's money, money, money. It's sad. Oh, wow. Brianna said that her cousin, I don't know why you two blocked that. That's not me blocking that. My cousin's stepsister was in jail on suicide watch and she committed suicide. Explain that. Yeah, so honestly, when you're on suicide watch in a correctional facility, they are supposed to be doing, I think it's either 10 minutes or 15 minutes. They are supposed to be doing a watch every 10 to 15 minutes. And in some circumstances, they actually post an officer at the inmate's door indefinitely. So more often than not, they have to do a watch every 10 to 15 minutes on that patient. So that's what, every damn, that's 4 to 6 times an hour. They're supposed to be watching the suicide patient. They're supposed to be walking through the pod, looking through the door, and they're supposed to do a check. That doesn't happen, and that's why suicide patients end up committing suicide somehow, is because they're not doing their jobs, and also they don't know how to do their jobs. Suicide patients are not supposed to have anything. Nothing. And that sounds fishy as hell. It's so sad. They're not supposed to have shoestrings and bed sheets, and I've seen suicide patients in state prison, or that was state prison. In state prison that had these things. And I'm like, how is she on suicide watch with a damn full outfit on? It's because the COs don't know how to do their job and they let stuff slide. They're understaffed. Do you think, Brianna, that there was something nefarious going on inside of the jail? Or do you think that she took her own life? Either way, it's their responsibility to keep her safe. That's what they're there for. Fun fact. Fun fact. A CO's position is to make sure that the inmates are not only compliant, but that they're not killing each other and not harming anyone. It's to keep everyone safe. That's their job. It's crazy. Hold on, I'm gonna go back and look at your response. If you responded, trying to get around this blind curve for these people run me over. My legs. I'm hungry. I'm out of bread. Damn. I should have got what am I gonna eat this damn turkey on? What the hell be wrong with me? Trauma. Can't remember shit. There's some nice mobile homes they put me in. I bet that was damn $200,000. Ain't that crazy? To have in the same sentence, mobile home and $200,000. I can assure you, I know somebody that bought one for $150,000. It's like, what are you doing? It costs $40,000 to make this thing. Yeah, that's a sentence I never thought I'd be saying. A trailer for $100,000 to $200,000. When did you realize you were priced out of surviving? Oh God! And even the price of used ones have went up tremendously, 2-3 times the cost. My best bet is to build a raft and just see where I end up. Take my chances with Mother Nature. Maybe God will throw me a bone and I'll end up on an island like Tom Hanks, living my best life. I mean, honestly, it's where I'm at. I would probably have better luck with the ocean than I'm having out here. Probably just water weight, but still, you know. Thank you. All I can think about is food. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Honey. I take a break, y'all. That was my first day back. I'm hurting. My glutes, my quads. They're crying. Can you hear them? Listen. I know they're screaming. It's like it's attached to my body. Arguing over which one's gonna be big. Arguing over which one's gonna be bigger. My quads are arguing about which one's gonna be bigger. That's so funny. It's like two toddlers. Oh God. That's hilarious. I really need some clothes that fit, but it's like, I guess I'll just look crazy all the time, pulling my pants up, pulling my pants up, pulling my pants up. Let's heal. Oh, shit, that was the paddle. Caught my leg. That's funny. Caroline. These hills are killing me. I need to find flat surfaces to train on. Hey, baby. Hello. Handsome. Beautiful horse. Go for real. Down. Know you like to think your shit don't stink, but roses really smell like boo, boo, boo. Roses really smell like boo, boo, boo. This is the theme song for this town. They think their shit don't stink. I need to rewrite the words and put like locations with pictures. Put out the warning. Shit, fucking SOS. Oh, I'm sending up a smoke signal for the future. I feel bad for anybody that moves into these new houses here. They're gonna be for a fucking rude awakening. I really didn't know. I mean, I've learned a lot in the past few years. Being homeless has taught me a lot, mainly about society. I've learned a lot about myself too, but thank you for not running me over. You weren't close to me. You have room, sweetie. throat by a big ass damn June bug or something. He had a shell. I could feel it. Was that a Ninja Turtle throat punching me? Is awesome. I didn't know y'all was like that over here. Jesus. Enlighten me. Whole damn block smells like damn Snoop Dogg's hanging out over here. I had no clue. Most of these people in this town, they weird. They'd rather drink alcohol than do something that did. Definitely not typical middle America. Got any streets. They have a system of bullying. It's crazy. Why ain't there no homeless people here? Because they won't let them be here. They bully them, ban them from businesses so they can't get food, ban them from gyms so they can't wash their asses, ban them from businesses that they're spending money at because they stink or whatever. I'm just glad I got it all on camera. We'll circle back in 10 years. I'll break it all down for you. Flower. They don't stay in my ears like the other ones do, which is why I lost one of them. They're like always hanging out of my ears. They sound good. And like I said, for short notice, like if you were going to the pool, the lake, or the beach and forgot your headphones, they're worth the $11. They actually last longer than AirPods, about 2 to 4 hours longer. I can keep these things in for damn 16, 20 hours. It's crazy. I've worn them all day before and stayed up at night out here with them in my ear. Watching TV, listening to music. They'll last a long time. So they have a good battery, they have good sound. Just don't get them if you're a female. They won't fit in your ears unless you got big ass elephant ears, girl. Unless you got some damn greyhound hound dog ears, they ain't gonna fit. They be popping out and shit. That one's hanging out now. They'd be perfect for a guy, a teenage boy, or maybe a big bone woman. A big bone woman with some big old elephant ears. You in there? That's what I need to hit up. Who was the one back in the day that used to sponsor everybody? Was it Raycon? It was the headphone company. I swear to God, back in like 2020, everybody, Beats, was it Beats? Anyways, remember when everybody had that Beats sponsor? That's what I need to hit up. I need some head. Let me try yours out. Then I'll just go around the block. Let me try yours out. I do think AirPods are probably going to be some of the best ones on the market. I had that one pair for like over half a decade. weight too quickly, you lose muscle. I can focus on eating. If everybody would leave me left alone, I can do that. I wonder what my life would be like if I could go a year without seeing a single human. What's in my way? Humanity. Society. Woo, look at this. Oh, am I losing service? Probably. I'm gonna actually go ahead and get off here, y'all. I got a few more miles, but nothing crazy. Oh! I might be losing service out here. I'm in the sticks. I am gonna take a break for a second. I'll take a break with you guys before I go. Is it working? I need to put my brace back on because my hand. I did a little physical therapy with it. You know, I kept this out for a minute, moved it around. Injury like this, I do think, like I said, right here. That's where I landed. And I was probably going about 20 miles an hour. I bet you I just broke it because it's itching really bad. Like it's healing right there. It itches like hell all the time. You know how like you break a bone and then you itch the cast? That's the bone healing. It's mending on the inside. That's what that itching comes from, the healing. I either bruised it. If there was a fracture in the bone, I wouldn't be able to move it, right? I guess we'll see in a few weeks. I did a little physical therapy with it today. As you can see right here, I've wore this so much. I've got a wound on my hand from wearing it. Not necessarily. Well, I hope it ain't a fracture. I guess we'll find out. So exciting. It has been about 6 weeks and it's not. I mean, it feels better now that I've had this on for the past 10 to 14 days. But it's not healed all the way. And I've got to be careful. It's too tight. It's not down enough. Why did I do that? That was my break. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. I'm actually going to finish this ride. Maybe get some food in me. And, yeah. I need to take a shower in my hair. I'm just wondering if I want to do that this afternoon. And, hey, John, I'm leaving. I hope y'all have a good day. Bye. My Oz and Colleen. Bye, Miss GT. Thank you for the prayers. Thank y'all for the prayers so much. Thank y'all for being so positive, and I hope y'all have a good morning. Thank y'all for my bike ride. So altogether, it's 24 miles. Thank God. In less than 3 hours, so that's great. So thank y'all, and y'all be safe, and we'll talk soon. Bye, y'all.